Alright, good morning, guys. Hope everyone had a great weekend. It's been an absolutely crazy morning for me. Having one of my my best days in a long time, probably since BYND, if I could remember correctly. But just absolute craziness. This market is insane right now. It's absolutely insane. So what do we have? We have DPW gapped up almost 300%, and I caught almost the entire move. Almost the entire move this morning. If you guys aren't in Discord, get over right now. You guys are missing out if you guys aren't in Discord chat right now. We're calling all these moves out, guys, from the start. PSTV on Friday, called that one out super early. Today, come to life in chat, called this out right around $5. So did I. So make sure you guys are over in Discord, cat. Come too. I really don't want to go on vacation. I really don't. I want to be here and still trade with you guys. I really do. From the bottom of my heart. If any of my family's watching this or friends, I'm sorry. I don't want to go to vacation. I want to stay here and trade in this market right now because it is so hot right now. Alright, so back over to DPW. So, you guys see DPW. You guys can see. Very similar setup to what we saw on PSTV on Friday. So let's look. What do we have here? We have a recent reverse split. What do you know about PSTV on Friday? Recent reverse split. What was the float on Friday? So below 1 million. What was the float today on DPW? Below 1 million. So you guys can see the similarities. Now if you head over to pre-market, what do you see in DPW? Big baseline volume. This is the first thing I look for when I'm looking for a possible pre-market long. I'm giving you so many golden hints right now, guys. I hope you are taking notes and learning, from these streams. 45K bar. 45K bar is huge for a $4 stock. So once I saw this, I was like, all right, I'm looking to get longs on dips. Waited. Another 40K bar here. Another one here. Boom, right here. I started in a little early. A little FOMO-ish, but hey, I said over the weekend I'm going to be more aggressive on Monday today if we see another gapper. And I was. Got aggressive here, took some long over 5. Came up here, we're just loading dips. I was just loading on dips, guys. Building up max size position. And I was risking that $5 line. You can see we never breached that $5 line. So I think I had a 530 average, so I was risking about $3,000, and I made like 15K on this trade. So you guys can see the risk reward right there. I was risking about $3,000 below 5 for a huge upside. This is under 1 million in float. We have a 900K float here. This thing has huge potential. And you can see what happened. Went from 5 all the way to $9. I posted all my charts, my P&L in Discord. So go check it out. And I had some guy heckling me on StockTwits. Heckling me. Just giving me so many nasty comments like, oh, you're fake, 100% fake. Let me see your position. And I was like, hey, buddy, I'll send you my broker statement if I want. Just give me once I exit position, I'll send you. He's like, oh, you're lying. Why don't you send me your position right now? I don't believe it. 1000% fake. Send him my position. Send him everything. Showed him my position, my P&L for the day, and he's still coming up with some bullshit. He's like, oh, it's downloaded. It's fake. Like, dude, shut the hell up, man. Like, what else do you want from me? I offered to give you my broker statement. I offered everything, and you're still saying I'm fake. I just can't deal with it. That's why I don't post my P&L, guys. That's why I don't. I don't like these people are just so nasty on social media, especially StockTwits. I hate that app, and I don't like to block people. I really don't. But that was the first guy I think I've ever blocked. I really don't like blocking people at all, but I just couldn't take it. He just kept on heckling me. He just came up with every excuse in the book to say everything I did was fake. He's probably some big bear who got fucking stuck short and still holding his position. He's just mad at himself. Freaking idiot. Sorry, guys. Just got a little heated there, but that guy was just pissing me off. I did. I had to block him. I just couldn't take it. He wouldn't stop. He just wouldn't stop. Once I sent him my position, my P&L, I thought it was over. I was like, what else could this guy say now? And he just kept on going on. Whatever. Enough about that guy. Anyway, my position right now is 532. I'm still holding. I have 700 shares right now. Small position. At max, I had like 10,000 shares. So holding a very small size position just to, just to see how much higher it could possibly go. Right now you can see it's holding the 72 and 89 EMA really nicely, kind of acting like PSTV was on Friday. It could be possible, the same maybe, algorithm here. So, we'll see how this acted on Friday. You can see out of the gates we held VWAP throughout the morning. We had a little dip below, and I was saying, this could be an opportunity, on this little dip below VWAP. So we'll watch it. We'll see how it reacts. We'll see how similar the chart at open looks to PSTV. So you can see it open. I remember we had a quick wash, reclaim, kind of went sideways, tapped some new highs and came back down. So, we'll watch it. I mean, right now it's pretty extended to the upside on DPW right now. So I'm looking at these areas right here for a possible pullback. It does have a lot of room to fall, guys, I'm being honest. You can see how extended it is from here. We're going to have some 580 support. You see we topped to here a little bit around like 697. So honestly, I'd probably say, watch it, towards this VWAP level at the 680 mark. This is an area I'm watching, I could even look to add a little bit to my position on DPW. So I'll be watching it on dips. If it just hangs around here at open and just pushes and just goes parabolic, I'm just gonna keep the position I currently have right now. Because, I'm pretty good up in the money. But if I come back to 680s, hey, I'll look below it a little bit more. If it comes back to the 687 level and, I like what I'm seeing, I like the volume, I like the tape. And just remember, guys, as much as I am bullish on the stock this morning, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are, just be mindful, we probably have a lot more longs and short here on DPW. So, what does that mean? Sometimes if it gets overcrowded on one side, it may have some trouble, having follow through. You're going to have a lot of longs, exiting the doors. So, just something to keep in mind that, a lot of these, like, as the market continues to, heat up like this, there will come a point where we're going to have that one runner that just, goes the exact opposite way because you have so many people on one side. It's the same thing, what happened on RKDA. Everyone was short biased on it, and look what happened. Just went to the fucking moon on RKDA. So, I'm not saying DPW is gonna absolutely dump. I think it will. I think this will have a a secondary push and probably break $10 and more. But like I said, just be mindful. And how are we gonna be mindful and possibly prevent yourself from getting crushed? Just pay attention to the volume and tape, and I'll guide you guys along. I'll let you know what I'm seeing on the level 2. I'll let you know how the volume's looking, and we could go from there. I want to see big baseline volume. I want to see soaking. I want to see these bidders that we've been seeing all morning. Prop this thing on up. So, a list of things I'll be looking for on DPW this morning. Thanks for the support, guys. Let's see. MRK, Mark. Let's see. What do we know? We're going to see a lot of sympathy runners, guys. We're going to see a lot of them. I'm telling you, already see Yuma. When we see, once we see, once this market heats on up, we're going to see a lot of sympathy, guys. And, where do you want to be? You kind of want to be where the crowd is. You kind of want to be where the crowd is. I wouldn't say kind of. You probably want to be where the crowd is. Because these other ones, they're going to get crushed more hard. Like Yuma could definitely possibly run, but, you can see volume just a little lighter on it. You could see, the volume compared to Yuma to DPW. So those ones you really want to be careful on. You do. Those ones will die very hard. They will die very hard. Mark. Alright, quick pop here. The volume's okay. Actually, it's not great, but 80 cents. Could definitely, possibly see over $1. I didn't read the news on it, but you want to see it start to hold 80 here. You don't want to see it start to crack 80 cents. So yeah, not something I'll be watching, but definitely close to that $1 mark. Definitely see some volume. I think Dries had some merger news. So what is this? Possibly a buyout. You see, it's not really going. could be a possible buyout. Other than that, we do have Yuma, another very, very micro float stock at 600K there. So yeah, I mean, top watches will be DPW, Yuma, and PSTV. I don't have shorts on that one, no borrows, but it could definitely be a possible short. Be careful though. But PSTV, could be the end. This one could die very hard today. If the volume looks weak and the bids are just gone, we see just a lack of strength on the bid side. You could definitely have a huge unwind. Possibly $5, $6, $7. So a little unfortunate. I don't have shares to short. I'd probably be looking for some sort of short attempt today, depending on how the volume looks. You can see only 160K right now. But remember, the float's like 400 or 500K, so it doesn't take much for it to start rotating. So, let's keep it on watch. If any of you guys have shorts on it, you could look over to that side. At the same time, remember, it's a 400K float. You want to be careful. Yeah, and you guys see the trend. You can see just these low floats, just very easy to move around, and that's what we're seeing right now in this market. We're just seeing low flow mania, and personally, I love low flow mania. I really do. Just huge volatility, huge range, and just huge opportunity. This is the market you're in right now to grow your small account. This is when I first started back in 2016. We were seeing these types of moves on a daily basis. This is the market you're in right now that you guys want to take advantage of. You want to hit hard right now. This is your opportunity right now to grow your account. We were all complaining about, how slow July is, or even the beginning of August, like, it's so slow, like it sucks. You're not seeing any moves, any follow through, but look how much it's heated up. We have two gappers, 177%, almost 300%. I pretty much made 100% from my my initial entry to my last exit. My last exit was like 910, 920. I almost made 100% this morning on my investment, guys. Where else can you do that? Where else can you do that? Besides the small cap land right now. Maybe options, but that's a little different. But it's the opportunity is here, guys. It's now. This is it right now. So this is where you want to hit hard. At the same time, this is also where you want to you got to be disciplined too. If you miss the move, this is. At the same time, as much as I'm excited and as much as there's so much opportunity in this market, at the same time, this is where newbie traders and rookie traders will get into FOMO and get in trouble. You'll have guys, people buying up here $9 and dump back to 7 on you. So you have to keep in mind that if you miss this initial run, you don't want to chase and give in the FOMO. You want to wait for a proper pullback and a proper entry with proper risk reward. So you guys can see the levels. I'm going to map it out. 680 I see is another level. Right now, current support is 750. So current support right now is 750. But you could definitely possibly break that and see a little bit lower. But right now, if you guys are saying, I want to be really aggressive, I think it's going to rip the 10 out of the gates, wait for a pullback to like 770, 780s, and risk off the 750 level. It's as simple as that. You don't want to be buying at $9. Because, what's the next support level? 750. You have to risk $1.50. It's not good risk reward right there. You want to have a proper entry and a proper exit with at least 3-to-1 risk reward. What did I get? I got in at 530. Sold at 9. Made 4 points. And I was risking 30 cents. Look at that. That's account changing right there. That's like what? Like 20x? I can't do the math right now, but it's just insane with these low floats. It's absolutely insane. Alright, I went on a bit of a rant there. But alright. Oh, just a heads up. I'm not sure if maybe some new viewers right now just joining in. Unfortunately, I think I might have mentioned I actually started the stream. Fortunately, I will be going on vacation tomorrow. It sucks. I'm pissed. I hate it. I love what I do, guys. This is my passion, trading. I love it. You know, wouldn't rather be doing anything else right now than trade. Being honest. But promise friends and family that I will be going with them to vacation. So sucks. I won't be here tomorrow and the whole week. I'll be back next week, Monday. So I'll be back on Monday. So today is my last day of the week trading. So just give you guys a heads up. Hey, at least I'm going out with a bang, right? Going out with a bang. Up 20K right now. So honestly, couldn't have been a better Monday, to go out on. So 41 of you guys watching right now, make sure everyone's in Discord. You guys are missing out if you're not in Discord. I'm telling you. I'm calling these plays out right as they happen, early. If someone told you can make $1,000, but you have to wake up at 7 a.m., I'm sure every one of you guys watching would do that. Make sure you guys are up early. We're seeing huge range, huge volatility, huge opportunity in pre-market. We saw this today. We saw it on Friday. And we saw it again also on Yuma today. So make sure you guys are up early, ready to go. I'm up every morning at like 6:50. So make sure you guys are over in our Discord chat. The Nightbot has a link right there. So go check us out on Discord. Every morning. We're up early. Me, Come to Life, Alex, Dennis, all of us. Oh, Dennis looks like he slept in today. He missed a good one. He really missed a good one. Alright, so we got about 3 minutes. Kind of lost track of time right there. So let's do a quick game plan of what we could see today. Alright. So quick game plan here. So DPW. Quickly, we're holding our EMA lines nicely right here. Support's back at 750. So if you guys want to be ultra aggressive, 750 is that line you want to risk off of. Below that, we're going to have 680, and then below that, we're going to have, 570. I would say below 5, this play is toast. It's done. Alright, Yuma. Yuma is the sympathy play. Remember, most eyes are going to be on DPW, so that play is going to have the majority of the volume, majority of the eyes on that one. So this is where things could get dicey here. Could get a little risky. At the same time, this thing could easily rip the 5 because it's a 600K float. Can't underestimate it. So I don't see any shorts this morning besides PSTV. So Yuma, we could see a possible weak open to 3, and then we definitely could see a ramp back up. So right now, $3 is gonna be a support line. I'd say probably below. I'll probably say below the 270. So if you want to look for a weak open, a 3, risk 270 for a move on up. Let's see the daily. Another reverse split. You guys see the trend we're seeing? All these reverse split stocks. You can see, it's gonna have some resistance right here at this $4 mark. Some volume here. Gonna see some resistance, at this 570 mark, and above that we're gonna have like 750. So possibly weak open to 3 of these EMA lines, and then look for a long and rip back up. Just remember it's a sympathy play, so you do want to be careful. And PSTV real quickly because we're about to open. PSTV. Let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna have some resistance up here. So honestly, you could look for a parabolic. Over under the EMA lines. So look for a pop above the EMA lines, and then look for a fail, pop, a reject, and boom, that's your short entry right there. Alright, so that's a quick game plan on the 3 watches for this morning. Alright, let's get started. Market's about to open in 20 seconds. Alright, we are open. See how these plays react. Saw Friday, remember PSTV opened kind of weak. The volume looked weak on it, and then it ripped. JAGX, this is another one, had news this morning. I think it was, some sort of cancer-related news. So, you may want to look over the headline on JAGX. There's also a micro float. So this one also has some potential to rip on up. Alright, so right now DPW coming to our support line. 750 right now is that support at the moment. Yes, I did mention that possibly would crack, and let's see 680. 680 would be that next line. So we tried to reclaim a bit there. Just remember it's gonna be very volatile. It's gonna have very large spreads. That's how these sub 1 million stocks are. So you can see we breached 750 for a second, and then we reclaimed right back up. And this is some good scalping opportunity also. I mean, if you guys like to scalp, you could be all over these plays. Huge range. Even 1,000 shares, boom, 730, right back up to 790. Nice cash right there. Even on like 1,000 shares, even 500 shares. All depends on your trading style. Let's see how Yuma's looking. So we opened out of the gates with a 300k bar, decent volume. Held at 330 mark, but it definitely has room to fall back to $3. And look at that, DPW. Boom, right off that 750 line. Just like we mentioned, guys. Just like we mentioned. It did crack a bit there, but perfect reclaim. Nice reclaim. It's just simple. Just using support and resistance. That's, key to trading. It's, stupid as it sounds, easy as it sounds, it's really it. It's just looking at support and resistance lines. And just getting better at forming a thesis on these plays that we halted. DPW ripping up now. I honestly forgot, guys. I was still in. I'm not. I'm not even joking. I literally forgot I was still in. I mean, I have such a small position, but I'm still in right now. Right now, I'm up about $2,400 on DPW. Honestly, I'm going to look to sell over 10 on it. On the rest of my shares. Very small position size. You guys can see the title, not clickbait. Yeah, I'm up 20k for the day. I posted my P&L in Discord. I'll post it again after the stream. And just riding out my my 650 shares on DPW here. So, making some very nice cash this morning. So let's see. Looks like we're going for 10. What a move off that 750 line. Did anyone take this off that 750 line? Let me know. What a move. We mapped that line out. This is why we do this, guys. We map these lines out. Those are our areas of entry. If they don't come to our lines, there's no reason to take a trade. There's absolutely no reason to force anything if it doesn't come to your lines. I mean, personally, I was in. So, I wasn't really interested in looking for 750. I didn't want to move my average up that high. But hey, if I wasn't in right now, I could have definitely looked for a, an entry off that 750 line. Yeah, Meester, I'm bringing it today. It's my last day. I got to go out with a bang. I'm fired up this morning. I love this market. This gets me so amped up. I'll I just dropped something. As much as I am amped up, I'm keeping calm too. I'm keeping very calm, being rational. You have to be emotionless when you're trading. You have to be. If you're getting too hyped up and too fired up, not always the best thing, but as you can control that, that's good. You always got to keep your emotions in check. All right, guys. Be honest, I'm probably gonna look to sell here over 10, and Who knows how much higher this could go, but I had my fun on it. I mean, any more is really just, you know, just being greedy and just kind of screwing around. So I just sold there at 10.10, all out. Puts me up 22K for the day. Like I said, I'll post, my trader view that's linked to my broker, right after the stream. Show you guys I'm being credible. And I mean, if I keep getting hate like this, I'm not really gonna post my P&Ls anymore. It just annoys me how some people have to bash me on that. It's so. That wasn't me selling. I know someone was gonna say that. I know someone was gonna say, "Oh, Nick, that was you selling there at $10." But no, I only had like 650 shares. It's nothing. I do brief. Thank you guys. Yeah, I really appreciate all the support, guys. It means a lot. Yeah, Ricky, I don't know if you watched the start of the stream. I don't know if you came late, but I pretty much went over the whole situation I had with some guy on StockTwits today. I mean, you guys could look there and reread the conversation if you want. I don't want to get back into it. It gets me kind of heated. So if you want, Ricky, you could go back and watch the beginning of the stream, and I went over what exactly happened with some other guy. And I don't want you guys going there and spamming hate on him. I don't want that on anyone. So I know someone's gonna do it, but please don't. Don't go spam hate on him. I don't wish hate on anyone. So yeah, oh man, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Personally, I think he was a bear. He was a short, and he probably got just fucked. He probably was short at like $5. And he was just getting destroyed. That's what I think was happening. He was just trying to, make himself feel better by hating others, and that's not the right thing to do. But that's what I think, what was going on with that situation. Exactly, Dennis. Appreciate that. All right, so Yuma right now. Yuma is dumping. So, let's see how Yuma reacts. Remember, this is the sympathy play on Yuma. This is the sympathy play. So what do we know about the sympathy play? Usually they will die harder because you see most of the eyes, most of the attention's on DPW. So it is harder for these sympathy plays to really sustain their move. But this would be if you guys like Yuma a lot, this would be the entries right here. Personally, I'm not gonna look for an entry, but this will be the entry. We went over 270 is the level you want to risk off of. And this is the dip. This is the dip right here on Yuma. If you guys like it. Exactly, Ricky. 100%. Don't short the front side. Do not short the front side. Especially, you shouldn't even think about shorting a sub 1 million float stock. Just idiotic in my opinion. No one should short a under 1 million in float stock. Especially on day one. PSTV, this is day 2. Momentum is looking weak. Looking pretty weak here on PSTV. Alright, yeah, Yuma. That's what I was saying, guys. This is the sympathy play. So, you can see it's starting to crack a bit. Yeah, that's why, we say the sympathy plays die harder. They die harder. This is where the crowd is. This is where the mob is. All the eyes are on DPW. Usually the sympathy play, will die. And what do you see? It's starting to die now in Yuma. So, stop loss. Stop loss, I'd probably say below 270. Right here, this mark right here, this could... kind of its last lifeline right here at 270 on Yuma. But you could just see this is not where long should be. You want to be where the crowd is. Yeah, it's a little extended now on DPW, but You know, I mean, at this point, if you're buying in, it's really just quick scalps. You know, buying dips, 950s. You know, risking like, you know, this $9 mark. Looking for a rip back up over 10. Yeah, but we called it. We called that 750 bounce right at the open. You know, we called this out. Yeah, day twos. You know, day ones. I like shorting day twos. You know, low hangers exactly. You know, I didn't have any borrows on PSTV this morning, but you know, let's check out the chart. I want to see how it looks. I haven't really looked at it. Yeah, you could see, you know, this is exactly what we said. You know, if you go watch the game plan was parabolic, fail the EMA lines, short into a pop. So right here, boom, 1260 was your short. This was a short here at 1260. Yeah, risking right above this 1350 line. So this is an A plus setup here on a day two short. You know, weak volume, no bids, lack of bids. You know, heavy selling volume, weak baseline volume. Just a you know, good looking day two short on PSTV. But we had no borrows on it, and this honestly has so much downside. This thing could unwind hard today. Would not be surprised if in the next 5 or 10 minutes we see on the halt scanner saying PSTV halted on the downside. Would not be surprised at all. So that would be your risk level. It'd be 1350. You know, if it reclaims 1350, it'll push up. You know, below that, below these EMA lines, it's looking pretty good for some more downside. So keep it on watch. See how it unfolds. You know, I like tracking and seeing how my setups work. Even though I don't have borrows, it's just good to track. Cause the next one, if I have borrows, I'm gonna hit hard. I'm gonna hit hard on it. So right now in my head, I'm like, all right, you know, I have a 1250 short on PSTV. I'm short right now 1250. That would be my entry if I had shares. Is Yuma back up? Is Yuma back up? Yuma looking a little trappy here. Looking a little trappy here, right? On Yuma. Looking, we've seen this setup. You know, push. You know, breakdown of support. Held EMA lines. Held 270. Reclaiming 3. You know, is the sympathy play, but is looking pretty trappy here right now for shorts. You know, this VWAP is going to be very telling right here. You're either going to see a stuff move here at VWAP and, you know, the collapse, or we're going to see a reclaim of VWAP and it'll push. So, see what happens on Yuma right now. But it definitely does look a little trappy. DPW just beasting. 1050s now. 1050s now on DPW. Insane this market. I can't believe this was at, what was this? That's insane. I cannot believe this was at $2 this morning. That's life-changing right there. It's absolutely life-changing. If anyone got in like $2-3 and still holding, I don't have the balls to do it, but Yuma going? Is Yuma gonna go right now? Yuma gonna trap right now? Let's see. Trap definitely was set there on Yuma. The volume's still low, but that could definitely change. Took some long there, Yuma. You know, it was a riskier play. It is the sympathy play. You know, but I do have a pretty nice cushion on the day. So if it fails, I'll be fine. You know, a little bit riskier here is the sympathy play. I'm gonna attempt a little long here for a push. Please don't follow my trades. You know, I want you guys to be your own trader, and this is a riskier play. Like I said, it's a sympathy play, so you could see momentum, volume not as strong on it. But, you know, I just want to see if this thing's going to push here on Yuma. But definitely have my finger on the trigger ready to stop out because it could easily drop. Honestly, just looking for a quick push to like 350, 360 on it, on Yuma. Quick scalp. So what we want to see, start to hold and base above VWAP on Yuma. Let's see Yuma, bang. Let's go, Yuma. Here we go. Oh shoot, I messed up my order. Messed up my order there, Yuma. Come on. Bang, out there. 360s. Out 360s, Yuma. Just an insane morning. This is a sympathy play, so I don't really expect this to have a follow through like DPW, so I am all out on Yuma. Could definitely keep going, but you know, this is a sympathy play, and I know these things work. Quick in and out, bang, 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 right there. $1,500. Hope you guys killed it there on Yuma. If anyone did take that trade. Very predictable stuff there. Didn't get the best. My second exit was kind of crappy. First one was decent. I got out at 360. Second one I got like 347. Got a little slippage there, but still a winner. Still a nice trade. Can't complain. You know, that's all trading is. Just looking for, you know, high probability, you know, setups. You know, I wouldn't say Yuma was an A+ setup, but it still to me was a good setup. You know, if DPW wasn't here today and all eyes were on Yuma, would make the crowded play, that would have been A+ setup, and that'd be a max size trade right there. That set up the same way and DPW wasn't here today, that would have been an A+ setup, and I would have been max shares right there, 10,000 shares. On that trade, I think I had like half position there on Yuma. But this thing's definitely, like I said, guys, this thing will probably dump. You know, that's why I sold. I wasn't looking for a bigger move on it. Like, this thing is a good chance Yuma will probably dump. And I will post everything live. I want to make sure, you know, I try to be as credible as possible. But I guess some people still don't think I'm credible. You know, there still be, you know, that one or two haters out there. You know, everything I do is fake. Everything. I'm trading live right now. Let me see you go trade live right now and do what I'm doing. Let me go see it. This is happening live. I'm calling out my entries. From right there in that trade, I had a 330 average Yuma, out at 360s and upper 340s. That was the trade right there. I had a 330 average, 2 entries, 2 exits. Just a quick 30-cent scalp. Didn't get the best exit, but still a nice trade. So now, if you guys are still holding on Yuma, you know, what exactly you want to see is, you want to see this VWAP act as new support. So you want to see 320s base for a possible push over 4. But, you know, be mindful. Like I said, it's a sympathy play. Yeah, I keep saying this. Yeah. I don't want to mispronounce your name. I'm gonna call you C. Yes, C. I used this play was very quick, and to be honest, it's just happened very quickly. So I also got slippage too, and I messed up my exit, and I used hotkeys to get out. Yeah, I wasn't pleased with my exits there, but hey, can't complain. C Dub? I do know another C Dub. I'm wondering if that's the one I know. That's C Dub from California or no? Oh, it is. Thanks, bro. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is well. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm having one hell of a day this morning. Oh, it is you. Awesome, yeah. I haven't seen you in a while. I was actually thinking about you. I was like, hey, where's C-Dub been? It's been a long time since I heard from him. Good to see you back trading, man. Yeah. This is one of my best trading days of the year. Up 24K this morning. About. Thanks, man. And good to see you back. Yeah, home run day. Sweet. Yeah. C-Dub, make sure you get over in our Discord chat, C-Dub. I called the DPW trade out at $5 this morning. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh, you have been in the Discord. Yeah, man. Be more active. If you're trading, you definitely try to be more active in there. Thanks again, man. Really, really appreciate the support. I really do. I love seeing you guys kill it too. It actually makes me, just as happy. I'm not gonna lie. I love seeing other people, kill it. That makes me really happy. Seeing you guys are growing and improving as a trader. It really does. I try my best. To educate you guys and teach you, and like seeing you guys improve as well. I tell you guys when I see a good long setup, a good short setup. And I like to see your guys' thoughts too. On some of these plays, I want to see people being active, like, oh, low float, high baseline volume, SSR on, look the long on dips, and look the long support, selling the strain. I want to see more of that. I want to see a lot of you guys just to pick up on these little nuances that I'm giving you guys, and translate into that your own trading. I could spot these things, but I want to make sure you guys can spot these things. I want to show you too that I want you guys to realize that it's not rocket science. It's not gambling. It's predictable stuff. Nothing's 100%, but it's a numbers game. Definitely find your edge. You definitely can, just like I have. Let's see. Yuma gonna go for 4. Let's see. C Dub, you had a 302 average. Nice, man. That's sick. Yeah, we said, Yuma, watch. You guys could see, my game plans this morning have been pretty fire. Not gonna lie. My game plans this morning have been spot on. We said, Yuma this morning, watch for a weak open to $3. For a dip to get long, support was 270. Look exactly where it hit. 270. Perfect spot on plan on Yuma. You guys can go back and watch this live stream. It's exactly what I said. You know, watch for a week open to 3, 270 support. That could be that area you want to risk off of. Boom, entry. You could entry here, or you could have waited to what I have done. Wait for it to reclaim 3 on a dip, long, boom, selling to strength. DPW. The game plan this morning was watch for a a dip to 750 or 680 line. Boom, cracked a little, reclaim, boom, up to 10. Could have scored a big $2.50 move there on DPW. And then PSTV's playing out a little slower, but I still think this trade will work out. This one was parabolic. Failed the 72.89 EMA. Popped back up. Your short entry was here. This is a day 2 overextended gap down setup. Short here for some more downside. You guys can see this thing has massive downside on it. So I would still be if you guys are short PSTV, I would still be holding. No reason to cover it. You know, wait till this thing cracks 10, then look for your first target. You know, if you're risking $1, you gotta look to be making at least $2 or $3. Awesome, CW. Yeah, definitely tune on into the stream. Definitely tune on in. We'd love to see you back in. DPW coming up to 10. Anyone take any trades? But you guys are pretty quiet this morning. Am I the only one loud this morning? Anyone take any trades? Anyone take Yuma? Anyone take DPW? Let me know. I want to see you guys. Let me know. I want to see if you guys made any trades this morning. You guys have any questions? Feel free to ask. DPW there, big stuff at $10. Big stuff at 10. You see that? Came at 10, a huge pullback down. Right now, Yuma, nice uptrend here. I'm very cautious on these sympathy plays, so that's why I sold. The game plan was never to look for a bigger picture move. Game plan DPW was look for that big picture move, but you can see the volume. It definitely could go, but you can see, honestly, I'd probably say it's like a 50-50. You know, volume's not great. It's kind of that cutoff volume that I look for. Still a nice trade on it, but you know, as far as like a bigger picture move, like 4+, it's definitely possible. You can't underestimate any under 1 million in float. 42% institutional owned. What do you know? The magic number over 30%. So it's definitely possible, but at the same time, don't be surprised this thing absolutely dumps. Johnny, don't kick yourself over that, man. Don't kick yourself over it, dude. You definitely see why, you know, you thought it was bearish here. You know, it's big stuff move here, crack support, crack $3. Don't kick yourself over it, man. John, where do you see DPW in today? Hey, I have no idea. I'll be honest with you, no idea. But if I had to take, a guess, I'd probably say it collapses. To be honest, I think, it's pretty overcrowded on the long side right now. I think that shorts. I would hope. I mean, honestly, I mean, it's just like psychological stuff. But like, I would think that shorts realized by now that don't short at under 1 million in float stock. But who knows? They could still be shorting here, and could see another squeeze on out. But I think it's more long crowded right now, and I think it's definitely possible we could see a sell off. But no one really knows, man. It's very hard to predict. Where we could see it at end of day. Much easier to predict the possible near term move. End of day predictions is pretty hard. There's Yuma. There you go. There's your $4, guys. Sick job on Yuma. Yeah, tomorrow will definitely be on the list for a day two possible short. Depends on what we see in pre-market. If it has a big gap in pre-market, I'll avoid like an RKDA scenario. So yeah, it looks like DPW is getting that dumping right now. Looks like it is starting to dump a bit now. To be honest, I'm probably not gonna go back to the well, guys. I kind of want to protect myself. I am up a lot, but at the same time, I want to go back to the well. So I'll probably be avoiding DPW for the rest of the day. You can see we're starting to put in lower highs. So what does that mean? It's the opposite of higher lows. When we see a stock, put higher lows, it's a bullish sign. When we see stocks put in lower highs, it's a bad sign. So what do I mean by lower highs? You can see we put a high in here. The next time we spike, we put in a lower high, another lower high, another lower high. So it's a bearish sign right now on DPW. Pretty much the opposite of what we're seeing on Yuma. You see Yuma putting in higher lows. It's a good example right now for any newbies, learning. You can see higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. DPW, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So one chart's looking pretty bullish, one's looking pretty bearish at the moment. Charts this one way to gain a kind of gain like a little analysis on what you're seeing. Not the only thing you want to look at, but you do want to factor how the intraday chart's looking. So right now, based on the intraday chart on DPW, looking pretty bearish at the moment. But still doing some good volume at the moment. You see, we're still seeing bidders, supporting right now. So right now we're at the support line on DPW. So we're at the support line right here. You guys can see, 850 is that next line. So below 850, we have room to fall to 750. So if you're like, hey, I like DPW a lot. It does have lower highs, but I still like what I've seen, all morning. This will be your entry. Right here at this 880 mark, risking 850. You're risking about 30 cents for possible move on up. So this would be your entry on DPW. Risking that 850 line for a move back on up. If it cracks, you want to stop out, take a quick paper cut, and you can try again at 750. I would probably say below 750. To be honest, it's probably the backside of the move. Maybe you want to give it to 680. It kind of depends on you. But I would say if this cracks 750, it's probably backside of the move for today. And that's what we mean by backside and front side. So front side still means the overall chart for the day. When I'm talking about lower highs, that's what I'm seeing on the 1 minute chart right now. But if you look at the overall time frame, the overall chart, it's still the front side of the move. Bulls are still in control. So below 750, I would say the sentiment has changed. Bulls are no longer in control, and your shorts are in control. So anything above 750, I would say is still front side. That could change on the person. Someone could tell me, "Oh no, you're wrong. 680 is still front side," or you could say, "Oh no, 5 is still front side." And I would say, "All right, perfectly. I understand you, man. Like I can't really argue with that." All depends on you. There's no like fact that that's the backside. This is a fact that the float is 900K. And it's a fact that, and I don't know, I'm just giving you like hypothetical. It's a fact that the float's 900K. It's a fact that short float's 4%. But, it's not a fact that this is the backside. There's no rule for the backside. It's just kind of an eyeball test and what you see. AC, nice. Entered Yuma at 278. Target met. Good for you, AC. Not sure if you're watching the stream, but congrats. $4. 278 to $4. It's sick. For me, my target was a little less on Yuma. I did say it had potential, but at the same time, I was just being cautious on the sympathy roll. That's kind of my own thing. That I be very cautious on sympathy plays. But hey, doing its thing now, and I just saw a nice volume bar there. Nice volume bar there on Yuma, 460K bar. So volume starting to pick up, especially on that $4 break. So 440s. Anyone holding this out on Yuma? Let me know. Yeah, going for 300%, just insane. This is definitely up there, guys. With one of the craziest mornings I've seen in the past 3 years. This is up there. Seeing 300% movers in one day is just madness. This is up there. It's definitely up there in the history books. You guys are witnessing right now low float madness. This is low float madness right now. So you guys could say I've witnessed low float madness. Just look how insane this is, guys. It's at 480. We just saw this. What, like 15 minutes ago at 270? I'm losing my voice. This money is just flying around everywhere today. Absolute madness. Yeah, it's up there with the dries, the KBIOs, LFINs, the KBSFs. Definitely up there, man. It's just $2 to $10 is a supernova. It's insane. DPW, Yuma, get in there. $2 to almost $5. Definitely getting there. Let's see, PSTV below 11. Let's see if you guys get that crack on PSTV. Go for a 3-peat today. Go for the 3-peat. Let's see. You mean of 2019, Ricky? Not sure what you meant by that. I mean, we did have a hot period of time. It's kind of the ebbs and flows of the market. We usually see, slow month, a hot month, or maybe 2 slow months and a hot month. But definitely historically, the fall is usually the hottest months of the year, and the winter. This year we didn't see a crazy amount of supernovas this year. 2019, definitely a decent month. You still have months to go, but right now, definitely the hottest this week, last week, and today, been the hottest of the year, probably hottest time of the year. Yeah, come too. We were all over it Friday. We're like supernova season, baby. So DPW is still holding. You know, bounced off that 850 line that we mentioned. So let's see. Quick bounce to 925 and then a reject. Put in another lower high on DPW. You guys could see the volume diversion. So you could see, weaker volume on each pops is a bearish sign there in DPW. See the volume slowly declining. Each pop met with selling, lower highs. So not looking too great right now for DPW. I'm not saying the play's done. Like I said, 750. Anything above that is still front side. But just from what I'm seeing right now, since market open, no, I'd probably say since like this 940 has been pretty bearish. But everything in between the lines isn't really matter too much. So you really got to go off your lines, So right now 850 is that mark. So we'll see how it reacts to that 850. See if it's going to continue to hold or we're going to get this dump. So watch the tape, watch how the bids look and watch the volumes looking on that 850 line. Are we seeing a lot of bid support? Are we seeing soaking on the bid side, trying to hold that 850 mark? Or are we seeing weakness? We seeing, a lot of selling volume. So it's something to keep in mind, keep on watch. Yuma, big pullback here. So no shorts this morning. I didn't even borrow anything this morning, guys. Once I see, this market kind of in that long mode at the moment. Not even thinking about shorts. I've been burned too many times back in the day on, shorting these micro floats under 1 million that doesn't really cross my head, especially on day one. Perfect example right here of a day 2 short I would take, regardless of the float. You just see 700k volume. It's baseline volume super weak. That's not something I would look to long. That'd be on my short list. So I just want to give a heads up for any new viewers watching today. You do this every day from Monday through Friday, but I am going to be heading out on vacation tomorrow morning. So I won't be here from Tuesday to Friday. Streams will resume next week, Monday. Be back at it. Just good luck to everyone, trading, throughout the week. Stay safe. If you guys want, if you're like, oh, I really want to, I really still want to learn and I still want to watch someone trade live, you guys can go check out Alex's stream. He is streaming right now, alongside me on our other channel. He trades options, so definitely go sub to Alex. And if you guys are looking for someone to watch throughout the week, let's say Nick's gone. I still want to watch someone. You guys can check out Alex. Maybe educate yourself, learn some options. That's definitely an option. Or just, we'll have everyone in Discord. Come to life. We'll be holding down the fort for us. AC's in there. Tons of other good traders. They'll all experienced traders, guys. They'll help you out and guide you through this hot market. So those are two options that you guys could do. While the the small cap streams are gone for the week. Be in Discord, or you could head over to Alex's stream. Hey John, what brokers allow you to borrow shares in low float stocks? There's a few of them, a few good ones. One depends on your capital, how much you're trading with. If you're over 25K, it definitely makes it much easier. The number one broker I'd recommend would be Centerpoint. Two, I'd probably say Cobra Trading. Three, I would say Speed Trader, and then four, I would say Trade Zero. Those are probably the top four brokers I would recommend for shorting. DPW, big crack, by the way, there. Huge crack. We halted there on DPW. Massive crack. And that's what I was talking about, guys, on DPW. Lower highs. Just been looking pretty weak right there on the intraday chart. So, big crack there, and it's getting pretty long crowded. What do you know when it gets pretty long crowded? Yeah, maybe the end. So massive dumping going on right now in DPW. So, to be honest, I wouldn't even be looking for a dip, unless you guys really like it. But I'm not looking for a dip. This is pretty bearish to me. I'm seeing a lot of bearish things right now. That crack of 850 kind of did it right there. So I won't be watching that one. Oh, John, I'm sorry. I wasn't actually done explaining. So yeah, I'll go over that again, John. So Centerpoint Securities would be the number one. Two would be Cobra Trading. Three would be Speed Trader. Four would be Trade Zero. If you have over $25,000, you could use any of those brokers from the U.S. If you're under that, it does make things a lot tougher to short. I would recommend under PET. I recommend Venom Trade. Venom Trading is a program that Cobra Trading has, so it's through them. So Venom Trading is decent. Don't expect you're getting the same quality of stuff as Centerpoint. So it's a little less. Two would be Interactive Brokers. Those would honestly be the top two. The secure, safe brokers that have decent shorting. And there's one more I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, there's one more, but it is a little. I don't recommend it. I never recommend using a broker outside the U.S. It is a little sketchy. But you could definitely look into CMEG. And I've heard also, yeah, C-Dub, great. I was just about to get into that. And I think someone told me here, Ricky, I think it was, that Trade Zero is allowing people from the United States to use them if you're under PDT. So if that is true, definitely Trade Zero would be great for you. If you want to short and you're under PDT rule, definitely check out Trade Zero because they have pretty good borrows. I wouldn't say as good as Centerpoint or Cobra, but they still really good for you if you're under PDT rule. Yeah, Ricky, yeah, it was you. Yep. Awesome. You got it, John. Alright, so right now it's 10:20. Action has died down a little bit. DPW dumping at the moment. It did reclaim that 750 line a bit, but you can see volume, momentum has definitely died down on it. But unless we crack, at 750 with authority and trade below it, still front side, like I mentioned. What I mean by authority, I'd mean a hard crack, and then 750 is now resistance. So until 750 becomes resistance, personally, I can't rule it out for a possible move back up. But definitely right now, it's not looking too great for longs at the moment. So we'll see how 750 line plays. See how that plays out. Yuma. Check out Yuma. So right now, Yuma gonna have some support right around that 370 mark. View up at the moment is 375. So we're gonna have 370 support. You see that initial morning high. You could count the wick, you could count the body, but I'm seeing this like 370, this 380 mark as support at the moment. Below that, you will have some support down here in the 330s on Yuma. So the levels right there on Yuma. So right around that view out mark. So yeah, DPW below 750 now. There's that kind of a crack with authority I was just talking about. So right now on DPW, longs, you should be, I would say, maybe reconsider your positions right now if you were long. Maybe a stop loss below 7, but things are not looking too hot right now for the longs. Crack 750 with authority there. Let's see if it retests it, and if it starts to act as resistance, that's a very bad sign. And I don't even think anyone has shares available on DPW to short anyway. Yeah, Alex, that's a good point you made right there. People are learning more and more about these brokers. 3 years ago, no one even knew what Cobra or Centerpoint was. Now it's kind of like common knowledge. Everyone have heard about it. I wouldn't say everyone, but majority of traders heard about it. They know about it, so it's making things a lot more difficult. For short sellers. Borrows are becoming more expensive, and it's a lot more competitive now. I was cracking jokes at some other traders like, hey, it's kind of like a race. Whoever gets the shares first kind of wins. It's a race. It's crazy. You can't even wait anymore. So shorting is definitely getting more popular and more crowded. But think about it like this. Hey, if we're having more shorts in the market and small cap market, it's gonna leave more opportunity to the longs. That's what we're seeing some pretty good longs. We're getting that squeeze mentality back because it's becoming overcrowded the short side. So that's why we're seeing a lot of squeezes on our hands. So yeah, good point. Is getting crowded, but it's still, I would consider it's still a top broker for shorting, even though it is pretty crowded. Also, I'm hearing I did move away from it, but I'm hearing Lightspeed got a little better. People kind of slept on Lightspeed, and kind of gives you the opportunity maybe to secure some more shares on Lightspeed. I'm not sure if that's true, but I've been hearing that a few traders told me like, hey, Lightspeed's getting better now because everyone moved to like Centerpoint and Trade Zero and Speed Trader. Everyone forgot about Lightspeed, and now Lightspeed having shares often, so could give a look over to Lightspeed. Not a bad idea. So Yuma, a little bounce there off that line. Back over 4 now. DPW kind of looking pretty heavy here. You see the tapes. This is what I mean when the tape's heavy. People know what I mean. You can just see it's just back and forth, just kind of at a standstill and just, not having that volatility range it had earlier. That's what I mean why it's heavy. Kind of like rocking back and forth, looking heavy in the tape. Not a lot of volume coming in anymore. So we definitely could see this below 7 in the near future. Alright, right now it's 10:25. Let's see. Probably give the stream another 15 more minutes. Personally, I'm kind of done trading for the day. So I won't be looking to enter any more positions. Just gonna be watching over lunch DPW, Yuma, of course. See what unfolds on these plays, and I'll be getting ready to pack for my vacation. You too, C-Dub. Great seeing you here in chat. Good to see you getting back into trading. Definitely talk to you soon, man. Just give me one moment, guys. I'll be right back. Just gonna grab a quick drink of water. Alright, I'm back. See Yuma, a little crack there. Cracked under our support line there. So next line we're going to have there is going to be right around that 330-ish mark. See that 330-ish mark, held. That was at top there. Got stuffed at. And we held that pullback there. So you see that 330 mark. Below that we'll have $3 support. Let's see. Jamil, just put it in. Okay, so what I look for in a short squeeze? That's a good question there. Alright, so Yuma actually a good example here. So a lot of things factor into short squeezes. There won't be just one driving factor behind a short squeeze. There's a lot that factors into a short squeeze. And there's different types of short squeeze and different types of examples of short squeezes. So, and a lot of it does play a little into psychology. There's a lot of psychology in trading. So I'll give you examples. So Yuma. So let's go over Yuma. So right away, market cap 1.9 million, very teeny market cap. I'm sure this is a shit company on Yuma. So put your head into a mind of a short seller, like, oh, shit company, probably in tons of debt, low market cap, terrible company. So that's the mind of a short seller. Fundamental short will look through the fundamentals, be like, oh, there's dilution, low market cap, in depth, terrible company. So they'll process all those things through their heads, So that gives you the mentality of a fundamentalist short. So you could see there's gonna be shorts thinking this is trash, and that it's gonna go to zero. So just because the fundamentals are terrible doesn't mean it has to drop. There's other things that factor into trading other than fundamentals, and shorts is, yes, eventually it will come back to reality. Eventually the fundamentals will factor in. It just may not be today. maybe tomorrow or next week. Eventually it'll come back to reality, but we only care about the here and now. At least I do. I only care about today, and I look for the short-term move. So, okay, so the fundamental short, has all those bearish things in mind. Now, a guy like me, I do look at the fundamentals briefly. I'll see, how it looks. It's not a driving force for me. It's honestly not even like my top 3 importance. I'll look at other factors. Yeah, exactly, Rick. Yeah, connect the dots. So, one, I'll look at the float. First thing I always look at for a short squeeze is the float. I want to see a low float stock. So I'll look for a stock, ideally under 10 million. 5 million below or better. The lower the better, to be honest, guys. The lower the better for me. I'll look at the institutional ownership, look at the short percentage, look at the insider ownership, and I'll check the daily chart. Just a former runner. So I see Yuma, former runner, high institutional ownership, float. These are all things I do factor in on when I'm looking for short squeeze. So I like to factor in all these things, and I like to come up with a thesis if I have a long or short bias on it. And a lot of my trading, guys, is on volume and price action. A lot of my trading, you'll always see me say that. Price action, volume. Those are things, that's my trading. That's the key foundation of my trading is volume and price action. That's how I trade, as well as technicals. I like looking at the technicals, I like looking at the price action, I like looking at the volume. So I'll go to pre-market on Yuma, and I'll see. So on Yuma, I'll see, okay. Not really liking the volume it's doing here. Not really liking the volume it's doing here. Kind of weak. And then you can see things slowly start to pick on up. But I wasn't interested in a long in pre-market because this was a sympathy play. Momentum was on DPW. So I'm sure, a lot of shorts were thinking that, okay, this is a sympathy play. Sympathy play usually dies. A lot of traders are probably thinking that. So you can see they're probably shorting. And then you can see, came down, boom, stuff. And everyone's like, this is dead. Sympathy play dies. For a second, I thought it was a possibility it could die too. But that's why support and resistance lines comes in play. If you just have your lines in, you don't have to go off that. Just go off your lines. And you can see, 270 line held, like we said in pre-market. Not going to lie, at this point I thought it was a possibility that it was going to die. But the lines came in clutch. We had our lines. We had our 270 line in place here. You go back and look at the live stream this morning. I said, guys, 270 is that level. I want to see hold on a dip. Watch for a washout long to 3. If it cracks, so you want to risk it at like 270 level, and boom, it held. And then I wasn't gonna get in here. I was gonna wait for a reclaimed, and boom, on this reclaim, I look to get long. This is where you see, like, when I say, oh, look for a short trap, and what will be the short trap? You want to see a crack under VWAP. Why under VWAP? Because thousands of traders use VWAP. So if thousands of traders are using VWAP, and they all think, oh, below VWAP is dead. Below VWAP has to be dead. VWAP's the best indicator. No, it's not, guys. It's really not. They're not. But we use that against them. Use that against the rookie traders, the newbies. They think below VWAP's dead. They'll short, and they'll get crushed. That's why you want to go off your lines. Screw all indicators. Some indicators I use as a guide, like the EMA lines I use here. These are my guides. I don't solely buy off them. Sometimes I'll risk off them as my guides, but I won't like buy off these lines. I'm going to use simple support and resistance lines. So that's what I mean by the short trap. So below VWAP, maybe holding these EMA lines. Sometimes they'll come a little lower, and they'll form a base, and it'll start to consolidate and soak. Soaking, I mean, this big bidders, holding this on up below, above our support lines. We'll consolidate, then we'll build higher lows. That's the trap being formed. That's where, we have a lot of shorts, entering, think it's dead below that line. And we'll have, some shorts, covering on up, as it comes closer towards the reclaim levels. And we'll have the shorts who thought it was dead start to get squeezed, and then we'll have the longs with the bull mentalities like me, the squeezing on up, starting to get long, and that creates volume, and then it starts to push on up. So that's just one example here of the psychology kind of behind the trade. You know, there's a lot of other examples of short squeezes. Like RKDA was a different beast, for example. You know, that time we were in a different market when RKDA squeezed. We were in a different market, and you know that during that time, just everyone was so bearish. You guys remember? I come on the stream and it'd just be so dreary. You know, just no volume, no liquidity, and every play was just dying in pre-market. And then, you know, you just have the one that caught everyone off guard. Like, even I was a victim to it. You know, I know I made money on RKDA, but my first trade on it was a loss. Even I thought, oh, it's just gonna be another one that dies. You know, everything's dying in pre-market. So I shorted at like 7:30 in the morning, and so the volume come in. I was like, shit, you know, this is good volume right now. This could be the one that this screws everyone over. Everyone's so on the short side on it. The market conditions factor in big time, guys, big time. You know, I'm sure, like, a little different topic, but I'm sure in the next few days we're gonna have one that just gets absolutely crushed. So it's gonna come. You know, one of these days this week, I'm sure we're gonna get one that just screws every long, and the shorts just have a monster win. But anyway, I'll get back to the RKDA story. So I started shorting 7:30, you know, on day one of RKDA, and I saw the volume coming out. I was like, shit, this is good volume right here. This thing could be the one that just squeezes everyone. And you know, I started longing some pre-market. You know, made some nice money, and then at open, it just collapsed. It looked so weak. The volume was shitty. It got stuffed like twice. I think it pulled like 2 support lines I had. And just the overall company was trash. I know so many people you're so bearish on the overall company on RKDA. I know Com2, won't even touch it because it's such a bad of a company. And that works against the short sellers. They all get squeezed because of that. Think about it. If 90% of the people are shorting, and then we have a manipulator, you know, a lot of manipulation was in that play. We have a manipulator manipulating that, and knowing that 90% of the people in this play are short. You have a big guy, big hands, big money, and just gonna explode and just screw everyone. And that's what happened on RKDA. Just very manipulated, and just so many shorts were on one side. And the trap was beautiful. You know, like I said, pulled 2 levels of support, and they reclaimed. The manipulator set that up perfectly on RKDA. If you go back and study that day one chart, it just looks so dead. I had the thought that this could be the one, but after seeing the open and just the market conditions that day, even I was fooled. But, you know, once it reclaimed 3, it was just off to the races from there. That play was just a monster RKDA. It just caught everyone off guard. So that's another way you'll see a short squeeze, you know. Just catching shorts off guard, and, you know, just when everyone's on one side, usually the opposite will happen. Not always, not 100% of the time. Nothing's 100% of the time, but most of the time when everyone's on one side, the opposite will happen. Look at that, DPW below 7 now. So you guys can see how we avoided that on DPW. At least I did. Just, you know, just seeing the weakness, seeing the lower highs. You can see the tape. It's just so look at the tape's heavy. Just look at if you guys go back, look at the stream from like the first 15 minutes. Look how volatile. Look at the range on it. Look at the volume. Look at the bidders. And now look at it now. Big volume divergence. Price action's weak. Overall chart's bearish. Crack support. Big def line. This was the authority dump. Another authority dump. Retested the 750 line. Stuff. This right here. Another great short entry. I like playing this short entry right here. 750 short. This is a Defline short. I haven't seen one of these in a while. I was nailing these. It was like a few months ago. I was nailing these Defline shorts. I mean by Defline, you see how I identified the backside line, guys? I'm actually going to screenshot this and put it in my folder. So, after you identify the backside line, yes, I usually don't play day one shorts unless I see a setup like this, but there was no borrows anyway. But so Defline short is, you identify the backside line, make sure it has a huge range, ideally gapped up more than 100% or up 100% of the day. After it cracks your identified line, you could take a starter short or wait till a retest, right? After a retest, if it recracks, that's your area you want to get short. So after it cracks, retest, boom, recracks, that's our confirmation right there that this thing is very weak. It broke support once, it retested it, then it failed it again. This is where I want to get short, risking this top here at this 770, 780 mark. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking that too. Obviously, volume is gonna look a little weaker as we get towards lunch, but this is a pretty big drop off. Usually, you like to see still some decent volume, some decent orders, but we're just seeing a huge lack right now. But I definitely hear you. Volume definitely dies off. As we head towards lunch. All right, right now it's 10:40. Probably give the stream another 5-10 minutes. Just for any questions you guys could ask before I hop off the stream. I appreciate the support. I've been getting the past few weeks since we got the streams back. Really appreciate everyone being here every day, supporting the streams. Hope you guys are learning. And, while I'm on vacation for the week, definitely head over to the Discord. Be active in there. We'll have AC, come to, and a few other traders holding down the fort for us. And we'll have Alex's options live stream going. So if you guys want to learn options, head over to Alex's stream. Nightbot will post a link to both the Discord and the other channel we have. Definitely been a fun morning, Any day you make, 5 figures or even 4 figures a day is just an insane morning. This is an absolute monster of a day for me, making 24K. Just crazy. It's weird. It doesn't even feel like you made any money. It just feels like another day. That's how robotic my trading's been, guys. Like it's just another day, just feels the same way as it was, Friday or Thursday. It's just another day, if you could trade, as much as, that's another reason why I don't like to post P&Ls, sometimes people like it for the motivation, like, oh, Nick's only 20, he's doing this, I could do it, but, you can't trade that way. You can't just trade off your money. Yeah, it's great, you're making a lot of money, but, you gotta trade the setup. Trade the setup itself. DPW, A+ setup. A+ setup. And I nailed it. I absolutely nailed it. I saw the volume in pre-market. I know the market sentiment is chase everything right now. Longs are just feasting right now in this market. It's feasting. Saw the volume. Know the market sentiment. Saw the float. That was actually all I needed. I just needed those 3 things along this morning. I needed volume confirmation. I needed to know the market sentiment's hot. Know everyone's in chase everything mode. And just seeing the tape, how it reacts to the pullbacks. That's all I needed to long this pre-market. It's not rocket science. I'm not some sort of wizard or genie. I'm not even that smart of a guy, guys. I'm being honest. I'm not saying I'm a dumb guy, but I'm not the smartest guy in the world either. I just studied very hard, and I have a playbook of my A+ setups, and that's all it took me to to long this morning on DPW. That's all it took me to long this morning. You know, that's really it. You know, and it's all comes down to, you know, A+ setups, having a playbook, having a set strategy of rules and setups you like to trade. Once you get to that point where you have a good playbook and you tracked all your setups and you have statistical edge behind all your setups, it just becomes robotic. That's why I meant when it doesn't feel like I made 24K today. It's just another day of trading your setups, and that's it. Now, you want to get your trading to be robotic, systematic. You know, you don't want to get, you know, super emotional and be like, oh, I'm up 8K. I'm going to hold to make 10K. Hits 9K, goes back, you're down 2K. Like, why the fuck did I do that? I'm an idiot. And I was once that type of trader too, you know. I would just try to make $500. I'd be at 400. Meanwhile, I met my risk reward, met my target. No reason to keep holding. And just got greed. I would end up losing. And that's what's going to happen to you if you just trade off your P&L and just trade off profits. That's what will happen to you. You will get burned hard. And I'm telling you, from first-hand experience, you will get burned hard. You will get burned hard, guys. I'm telling you, if you just trade off P&L, you don't have risk reward, you don't have a target in mind. Always have a target. Always have a stop loss. Always have a stop loss. Please. Always have a stop loss. I'm telling you. It will kill you if you just don't have a stop loss in mind. Every trade, the first thing you should do is, where's my stop? Where's my target? Today, 530 average. $5 stop. Target, 6+. That was my my thoughts on DPW. Simple as that. And I've been doing a lot of talking, guys, so I may wrap up the stream in the next minute. My voice, starting to lose my voice here. Tried to make this as educational and good a stream as possible before I leave. Giving you guys a lot of golden nuggets this morning. Definitely rewatch and replay the stream. This got to be up there with one of my best streams. So definitely rewatch the stream. Appreciate it. I love seeing you guys are learning it, and, you know, it's just helping you these streams. That's why I do it. Yeah, Ricky. Yeah, I remember that. Can never forget BPTH. One of the craziest runs I've ever seen. Yeah, that was a crazy day. Always good to study these runners. I have thousands of photos of every ticker, all these big runners, and you see the similarities in all of them. BPTH, definitely a great one to study off of. That was some play there, BPTH. Usually though, sometimes, you know, you'll see, you know, usually happen over the course of a few days, even a week. Sometimes, you know, you'll have the sometimes you'll have like a initial run to like $10, and then it will kind of fade, fizzle out, you know, accumulate a bunch of shorts, maybe have a big red day or two, and then boom, one morning, have a PR. PR comes, just crushes everyone. Sometimes you'll see that happen. Definitely possible. You could see RKDA, you know, just PR and just have another ramp up. Definitely possible. But yeah, I'm gonna give it one more minute, guys. So 10:50, I'll wrap it up. So I'll give you guys one more minute for questions, and that's gonna be it for the morning. Fun day. Pretty upset I gotta leave. Really am. Look at Yuma dumping. Yuma dumping and DPW dumping. Looks like we're starting to, momentum's starting to fizzle out a little bit. See how they look over lunch. And yep, I'm gonna wrap it up now, guys. So once again, appreciate all the support. You know, I really, you know, appreciate it. Like, bottom of my heart, I really do, guys. You know, it really means a lot to me that you guys are learning and getting something out of the streams, and that you guys really like it. So that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up. Gonna set the pack now and get ready to head out for tomorrow, my vacation. And you know, for the time being, definitely get over in Discord chat, uh, or even watch Alex's live streams. And here and there, I'll try to pop back in Discord here and there. You know, I'll definitely make some free time for myself to get over and chat and talk to you guys. So yeah, that being said, gonna cut the stream off now. Hope everyone has a good trading week the rest of the week. Hope you all kill it. I want to see those profits over in Discord. I want to see everyone kill it this week. Well, yep, it's gonna be it, guys. Peace.